Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. It is 10:04. I have been up, dressed, did not sleep last night, of course. 2 o'clock I'm like wide awake, 3 o'clock I'm like la-di-da. Up at 6, something like that. Spoke to Pete this morning, blood pressure's normal. He went for another bunch of tests already, and everything's coming back okay. Heart is good, but definitely a warning sign for something, and he needs to start going for regular checkups with a cardiologist, they said, and also a regular GP. So that is the plan. He's got to find himself a doctor that he's comfortable with. The doctor that we went to, I don't even know if he's in practice anymore. I'm sure he is, we'll have to find out. But he also has to be seen by a cardiologist because of his family history and the fact that his blood pressure was so severely that is cause for concern. But anyway, it was a quick chat, and he definitely thinks he'll be coming home today. So, oh, it's Saturday, by the way, and I'm starting off. I took this off so quick yesterday that I've just put this one back on for now. I'm doing some laundry. I've already returned all the calls that came in today, and then a couple this morning. I don't care that it's early. I left them all messages and spoke to a couple of people, and I'm just having some cereal. Yay me. And Ash is up. Told her to start getting ready. Pete says don't come up too early because he doesn't want us sitting around, but I don't want to get a last minute call, come get me now, because he is itching to get out. His back is killing him. He said as nice, he goes, this morning he goes, what rating was this hotel? I said a 3. He goes, okay, staff 5, hotel 3. He said considering it's a bed that moves so much, it's very uncomfortable. But I said that's because you're not used to being in bed for 24 hours. He literally has been in bed since 11 o'clock yesterday when they took him in. So, that's where we're at. He's supposed to do some headshots tomorrow of a young lady that is one of our past seniors from the school who is very theatrical, musical, talented, and she's putting a portfolio together for jobs. So she wanted some headshots done. So we're going to see if he's up for that. I will be going with him. It's just an hour at the park, but everything will depend on what he feels like and what they give him as his marching papers today. So that's another reason I want to be up there when the doctor comes in or the nurse comes in and goes over his discharge rules, because Pete may fudge him a little bit. So that's that, guys. So I'm going to eat this. I'm going to get the stuff together that I need to do before we go up there and see about going on our way. He thinks it could be 11 or 11:30, but the cardiologist did come in and see him, but he wants the cardiologist that dealt with Pete in the emergency room to just look over the sonogram and everything as well before they let him go. I'm sure he's going to be let out with blood pressure meds, that's for sure. But we shall see. Anyway, I'm going to eat this before it goes soggy, and we will keep you posted, my friends. And I want to thank everyone for your messages. It touches the heart, and I appreciate you all so much. It's a good outlet to be able to speak to this, and this is another reason I'm glad I vlog, because now I document the day, the time, the year, etc., etc., because things get fuzzy, but at least we have our vlogs to look back on, and we know exactly the date and time that things happen. Anyway, we'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, we are going to pick him up. We were going up anyway, and I just said we're on our way, what do you need? And he's like, nothing. Actually, they're just getting my papers ready so I can go, so that's good timing. Got toothbrush, toothpaste, and his wallet and car keys he's demanding. Anyone for tennis? It's a nice little park in there, but you can only go in if you're a resident of Connecticut.
Or you go to town hall to get a pass or something.
Or you go to town hall and get a pass.
For my senior cut day.
Ah.
I didn't want to go to Jones Beach because it was supposed to be really windy.
Yeah.
So I'm not driving that far for a windy beach.
No.
Oh yeah. So we went
They have a beach and a pool there?
Yeah.
Oh. There's a lot less traffic than when we came up yesterday.
Hospital Plaza, Stamford, about 6 miles due east, and it gets 2.5 stars. It's open 24 hours today.
It gets 2.5, yes, it gets 2.5 hours stars, and it's open 24 hours. Oh, silly Siri. So, okay guys, we're coming from a different angle today. Coming around to the main entrance, which is right there. Yeah. Okay, we're leaving. You can see Ash's car. Right there. Right, so Pete's coming home. How are you feeling?
Fine.
He's happy to come home.
Yeah.
We just showed him his view before we leave. Or the water view anyway. It is 5 to 3. Pete is fast asleep on the couch. Ash has just had a shower, now she's gone to chill out in her room. We were going to go over to the mall to grab a few things, but she doesn't want to now, and that's fine by me because I have a clanging headache. I think now he's home, the last 24 hours has just kind of whoosh hit me. Although what woulda, coulda, shouldas, what if, you know, but very thankful that everything is caught. They said that there's definitely some thickening to the wall of his heart, which means that he's probably had blood pressure, high blood pressure for a while. So he is, sorry, hit a light. He is definitely on a blood pressure medication and an aspirin, but he has to make an appointment to go see a cardiologist in the next 2 weeks and stay under cardiac care for now, you know, not for now, but from now on sort of thing, so they can keep an eye on him. But yeah, at least everything else was coming back in good, nothing wrong. Heart, liver, yeah, besides the wall of his heart, but like functioning of the heart, no blockages or anything that they can see at this point, but like he does have to go have a stress test done as an outpatient at some point in the next 2 weeks. So he's home, we've had his medications filled, he is fast asleep on the couch, blood pressure is right where it should be now, hence him being home, so that's good news. We'll check on him in a bit. I just figured while he's asleep I'm just going to come up here and stretch out a bit, try and catch up on some vlogs and stuff. I see all the comments coming in today. I didn't know how much to post about yesterday, but you know what, again, it is what's happening, and I'm not going to just be like, hey guys, how are you? Yeah, Pete's not here for tonight. Don't you get sick. I just changed all the pillowcases. You chill out too, buddy. Yeah, so I haven't even tackled if he's going to go to work on Monday. When I went over to pick up all his stuff yesterday, they told me to tell him to just not even think about work on Monday. If he needed to take that extra day, to take it. We shall see. He'll go to work. I know him. So what can I get you for lunch? Nothing right now. I'm not hungry. I said, do you have breakfast? Because last night he was given the menu and he had to pick something where there was a red heart next to it. So last night he ordered the chicken parm. No word of a lie with it. Size of a biscuit. And there was more sauce on it that went on the whole plate. And then he had a salad. He goes, thank goodness I ordered the salad. Well, this morning he ordered a pancake and a bagel and a coffee. They wouldn't let him have the coffee. They said no caffeine. They wouldn't let him have the bagel because he had the pancake. Oh, and then a little side of potatoes. They said, no, you've got enough. So Pete goes, okay. It's going to be an adjustment, but it's got to be done. But anyway, he's home, he's safe. I'm going to go now because I just keep staring off into space. Like I said, when I edited yesterday's vlog, I was getting emotional. I'm like, you weren't? I think yesterday I was just running on adrenaline because it was like you hear that and you just go into overdrive, and I literally was thinking, okay, what's coming up this weekend? What's coming up this week? What am I going to have to sort out when I get back? You know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure because I know he'll start firing things off at me when we got there, and sure enough, that's exactly what he did. So I just kind of like prepared myself as to what was coming up and what needed to be done. That is the main reason I went and answered all the calls this morning and all the emails, so he wouldn't even go in there and have a look. He had a sneaky peek, but he came right out. And then there was another call came in. I went and took care of that right away, just to like, so he wouldn't. Stop licking. You really need a haircut. You are like the long-haired lover from Liverpool. Look at your hair. It's everywhere. She definitely needs a trim. Alrighty guys, I will catch up with you in a bit. I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend. Humidity is so high, guys. It looks like it wants to storm. Humid. Horrible. Changing my clothes. It is hot, hot, hot. Just checked on Pete again. He's fine. It's so funny. He called his mum and I called my mum, I guess, at the same time. He called from his cell phone. So I was filling my mum in, and now that he's out of hospital, because his mum's up in Maine, so he just filled his mum in on everything. And she's actually on her way back tomorrow anyway, and then she's going back up in a couple of weeks for a few more weeks. Everybody's in the loop now, everybody knows. So if we put something on Facebook or something, now people know. We didn't want Pete's mum to know anything until we knew the facts, because there's no point worrying her when she's another 6-7 hours away. My mum's a ways away as well, but I did tell my mum in an email this morning what was going on, and I told her I'd ring her tonight, which I just did. So we just had a good catch up and a laugh in the end, which was good. Everyone's saying the same thing, that Pete works so hard and needs a break. A blessing in disguise. I don't usually use that term, but this was, I think, a blessing in disguise, because it has shown something that needs to be kept an eye on. I know I'm going on about it, guys, so much. I'm sorry. I think everything is just sinking in today. Whew. I've just had to put the air on. It is that warm. Breathe, Sue, breathe. I finally admitted to my mum today that I have a tattoo. Such a baby. Ashley and I've not even told you guys, because my mum does watch these vlogs when she can. Well, she was watching them every day, but now she's telling me she doesn't always get the doesn't get notification, and they don't always show up, so I have to figure it out for her and see if we can get her watching them again. She's telling me things on the phone today of stuff that she doesn't like, and she mentioned tattoos, because she'll say, you know, Ashley's beautiful, she doesn't need these tattoos. And then I was like, I honestly keep forgetting to tell her. I've had it done since the beginning of November, but because usually my watch is pretty much over it, she doesn't see it. And I've noticed when I do my vlogs, I will, if I see it, if I'm doing something and I forget it's there, I edit that part of the vlog out. Like, I have a very special bond with my mum, and I like to tell my mum stuff on the phone or in person before she sees it. Is it raining? Or is it just the AC starting to click? So I told her today, she went so quiet. I'm like, Mum, do you still love me? She's like, yes, but you know I hate tattoos. I'm like, I know, it's small. It just says breathe. She goes, did you spell it correctly? B-R-E-A-T-H-E? I'm like, yes, it's spelled correctly. And Ashley and I have matching ones. We did it in November. She was laughing. And then I am 55, and she starts laughing. I remember when she found out my brother had tattoos, he'd come home, he was in the army, and he'd come home and he was taking a shower. And he asked Mum for a towel, because he forgot to take towels into the bathroom. So he put his hand through the door, and he had this massive tattoo. And Mum like grabbed his arms. My brother's like on the other side of the door, like clunk. She's like, what did you do? And he's like, oh, I had one on this arm too, but they were big ones. And now my brother has a massive bushy beard, and my mum doesn't like that either. So but it's well, it's upside down that way, but it's just right there. It's exactly the same as Ashley's. Ashley's had hers sideways. I'm always told you need to breathe soon. I'm like, yeah, I know I do. It really sounds like rain. I think it is. Oh, it is. Oh, it's raining. It's raining rocks. Louie, can you come inside? Because it's cooler in here. Ash, you in the loo? Yeah. Oh, okay. No, it's okay. I was just going to get video of the rain. I don't need to. It's rain. Not acid rain. It's rain. Come on, Lou. On your bed. Hi, everyone. It is 11:15. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law just stopped by. They went out to dinner. Just stopped by to see Pete. They left about 20 minutes ago. Ash and I just had some eggs on toast for dinner, and Pete had some leftovers and he just fell asleep on the couch. So I'm gonna leave him on the couch for a while because he's like and obviously before I go to sleep I will go down and make sure he goes to bed. I went downstairs before because it was about 8 o'clock. I'm like, let me go see about what we're going to do for dinner, and I took the dogs out and fed them. I just couldn't find Pete anywhere. I'm like, well, not that I looked. My house is so big. I went downstairs, I'm like, he's not in the living room, he's not in the kitchen, he's not in the loo. He was sitting at his desk. I'm like, what are you doing? He jumped. He's like, oh, I'm just checking something. I'm like, get out. No. So 5 minutes later he did come out, and I just went in and made sure everything was off. So it's gonna be hard to keep him down, but something that I am going to fight to do, because is this dry? Dry, smells good. He needs to rest. But like I said, it's 11:15. My niece is just getting off work. That's why they left to go pick her up. They've had a busy night on upper deck dinner tonight, which I used to enjoy the upper deck. Let's pull this straight for you, Lulu. Your blanket's all messed up. There you go. Oy. I think I will sleep tonight, won't we, Roxy? Alright guys, I think because it's late, I should have said this before, I just want to thank you again and again and again for all the messages and well wishes for Pete, Ash and I know, and I do appreciate that. If I tell him how many he's got tomorrow, he'll be overwhelmed, because every time I say so and so said this, he's like, oh, I feel so bad. He doesn't like the attention, but you know, I appreciate it. From our family, we appreciate it very, very much. So thank you guys. So now I will say, I hope you've all had a brilliant Saturday, whatever it is you did today. I hope it was a good one, and we will definitely see you tomorrow. Good night.